are it brings the mind and the body to a state of peace, of great calmness. It's restorative, it's energizing, rejuvenating. And when we walk outside, the fresh air, the breeze blowing, it's so health boosting. And that's what's very essential to begin the day like that. And we have all of this already there in suppose which you just need to reconnect back. And over here in Manasum, it's already a way of life for most of us to be doing all of this. So the next point that I wanted to share is that legally the FDA permits 10% of insect body parts in coffee. So there are many insects which are fond of coffee beans. So in cockroaches like coffee beans. They love coffee beans, and when the coffee beans is in, it's very hard for manufacturers. They just get it in such large bulks, and so many insects come there. They cannot segregate it. So what do? They just grind up everything. It is such a big issue that they couldn't remove the insects out, so they have made it legally permissible to have 10% of insect body parts in coffee. Sorry?
I'm sorry. I want to say that coffee beans is not consumed as a food. The whole thing is a fruit, and it is fermented. It is put into water, and the skin is removed. Only the seeds are used as coffee.
I agree with you, but if the seeds is very difficult to process. The seeds attract insects.
No, it is not at all so difficult. It is very easy.
Okay, but then tell me why does the FDA, which is the Food and Drug Administration of the USA,
I do not know about FDA regulation or anything like that. But as a biologist, I am a biology student, so I understand that coffee as a whole is a fruit, and we remove the extra skin and we use only the nut, just like we use the cashew also.
I agree with you.
Fruit, and we use the nut only, not the fruit as it is. But the fruit is again, it can be used for other purposes. The nut we use.
Yeah, I'm talking about the coffee bean. I'm not talking about the fruit. I'm talking about the bean. This is not something, you can check it. I'm not telling anything which is, I'm not making this up. You can check it out. These are all verified. I can give you all the references for all of this. And it's nothing that I am, because I don't want people to drink coffee, I'm saying it. I'm just sharing with you what I know. It's a choice that everybody makes. And also the coffee bean is such a bean that, sometimes some of the insects, they lay eggs inside it. So it's not possible to even separate it out. You may see the bean as a bean, but inside it there could be insect eggs and insects also. That also is another issue which coffee manufacturers have not been able to address. And similarly with chocolate, if people think chocolate is better, this chocolate comes, a lot of cocoa grows in Africa and in Latin America, and what happens is during the processing of chocolate cocoa, it attracts cockroaches. Very